Hey there, this is Casey again. I'm going to try to do this as fast as possible because this is YouTube and we don't have forever. We're going to start simple with the 40 rudiments. The first rudiment being the long stroke roll, or the double stroke roll, where you do 2 hits per drum per hand. Now, of course, you get the 5-stroke roll is the second rudiment. At this point, we can either do a tap rudiment or the rudiment itself. So, interesting ways of doing it. You can do it closed or kind of tight or wide or fat, even slowing it to a point. But then you notice my hands didn't move 5 times. It's because you're hitting the drum 5 times. After that, it kind of gets just kind of counted with things like the 7-stroke roll. The 4th one introduces a new concept instead of rolls. Flams. It's my favorite rudiment. My favorite rudiment family. Notice how things don't move. Now you don't want it too stiff, but you don't want to be like that. And then 5th one is a bounce rudiment. It's called a flam top. Okay. The flam accent is interesting because you accent a triplet with the flam on it. Simple enough, but if you're not used to it, the transition from triplet to triplet can trip you up. The 7th one, the flamacue, is considered to be kind of an advanced rudiment because you have to pull an upstroke after having a low flam. And the important thing to realize is just because it's low does not allow you to do double stops. You're still having that grace note. It's just one's a little higher than the other. After that, we get to the drags. It can be tight or slurred or accurate, really, depending on what your director says. Single drag tap. And see, I'm putting them tight, like instead of sound more familiar. And then the double drag. Now by number 11 we get to the paradiddle. Probably the most important root of it, argued by some, because it requires a lot of hand control. A lot of stick control is very important. I can't explain it all in this video, but I'm just trying to gloss all over all 40 real quick. We'll get one-to-one later. And then the double paradiddle, which is just right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, 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 left, left. So kind of like a triplet, except you're putting a double at the end. Flam paradiddle is just a paradiddle with a flam on the beginning. Now it's difficult because of that double, which makes it an advanced rudiment. And you see, even I messed it up. I'm sorry. The flam paradiddle is an evil rudiment. I'm kidding. It's hard. This one it requires upstrokes and doubles and flams. I loathe this rudiment but it's hard to get clean. Because, I don't know who decided this, but you're supposed to alternate them from right to left. When, like, the actual paradiddle diddle, which it's kind of based off of, you don't have to alternate. I don't know why, but you don't. And back drag paradiddle number 2, which is just kind of like a double drag tap with a paradiddle on the end. And then the rudiments, which used to be really popular, but people stopped playing them because they were so hard to keep clean. Because they're so subjective, you can play them tight or accurate or loose. And then it gets to double and single, triple rudiments, and I'm running out of time, so we're going to just scoot past that. The 9-stroke roll goes back to double stroke roll, which is 9 strokes, which is a full quarter note value. And then the 10-stroke roll, you just add another digit. And the 11th, you add another, kind of like you diddle one of those. 13, 15, Lesson 25. I really don't know why it's called that. I think it's based off an exercise in some important person's book. I don't think it alternates naturally, but you should know how to do it both ways. Then, of course, the single stroke roll. And, I mean, you get into, like, the ones after this, which are kind of like the single stroke 4, the single stroke 7, the single stroke blah blah. But the important ones are like the multiple bounce roll. It's a very used in almost every concert thing, actually used in everything. It's everywhere. It's important, and it takes a long time to develop. And it doesn't just sound like rhyme. There is a clean way to do it. The triplet stroke roll, everyone uses it these days. And a 6-stroke roll, 17-stroke roll, triple paradiddle diddle, the single paradiddle diddle. This is the one I was talking to you about that's kind of like the flam paradiddle diddle, but it doesn't alternate. Look at that. I don't have to pull out my left hand. And flam mill. We should play this more often. I like this rudiment. It's a bounce rudiment. And if you hear it, it's just a flam paradiddle kind of pushed aside. The pad of fluff fluff, this is a very important rudiment because you want to get like flams to flams. It's a good thing to know. And you need to be a little jelly with your hands to get it done right. The Swiss Army triplet, this is another one. It's another bounce rudiment. And it's really hard to get those grace notes clean. And I'll be honest, my left-hand Swisses are horrible. The inverted tap, this is kind of what all the, what I would call the advanced rudiments are based off of. You're literally fighting gravity. The flam drag, this is that, you know, the one everyone wants to hear. I know it doesn't sound as awesome that way. That way it sounds better, but there's just something easy about flame tracks. It just makes it sound so advanced. But really all it is you're just putting a flam, and then a drag, and then a tap. Gosh, who'd have thunk? A lot of these other things are much more difficult. The single drag it out. Now this one, at high speeds and in certain contexts, can be very, very difficult and challenging. Because what you're doing is you're playing something double the speed and then half the speed. So an example would be if you were putting it in like a sextuplet form at 170. Like the Cavaliers 007 show, snare feature, they have something exactly like that. I still can't play it right. I think that's all the advanced rudiments, or actually all the rudiments. I'll go over some of the hybrids and some of the ways you can mess with things later. But for now, that's just kind of the overview of the rudiments. I might even go into like detail rudiment by rudiment, because I think I haven't given each one a fair review. See ya.